All right, so when handling big bags of soil, of course, you're going to be heavy. So we want to implement some safe and proper lifting mechanics. So we're going to use this plant as a model. Um, I thought that was quite appropriate. So for lifting mechanics, we want to be quite wide in our support. So it's not quite a narrow base. We're going a little bit wider. Think sumo wrestler. Toes slightly pointed out. And I'm going to stick my hips back, sticking my bum back, and keeping my back neutral. Okay, so we're not hunching over and we're not hyperextending. I'm going to come down here, lift my bag of soil, and I'm going to brace my core and push up from my heels. So planting and weeding, we want to ensure that we have some knee pads. So I have this cushion here that I can use. And of course, when we're doing a lot of weeding, or shoveling and planting, we want to make sure we're not hunching over. So always keeping that core engaged and braced. So, and one way to do this, there's so many, I guess, different ways, but I said the one that would probably be most effective could be doing the bird dog. So this is a classic one we may have seen in yoga, where you stand in a tabletop position, wrists, elbows, shoulders in line, knees and hip are in line. Want to make sure the back is neutral. If you have access to a mirror, it's perfect. So you can just see where your position is. And your head's going to be neutral. And you can start by bringing one arm up and keeping that core engaged. And then you can alternate, doing the same thing with the leg. So kicking back and then coming back into starting position. If those are too easy, then you can do some coordination is involved here, but you can bring arm and opposite leg out of starting position and reaching out, keeping that core nice and tight and coming back in, and then we're going to be switching. But see, my head remains neutral facing the ground and my back is not hunched or hyperextended. So for anything like raking that involves a lot of twisting movements, we want to ensure that we're getting the muscles that are involved for rotations, which are our obliques. Okay, those are the twisting muscles. Okay, so I'm going to be using a hockey stick as an example. So when you're here and you're raking, right, you don't, again, the whole theme is you don't want to be too hunched over. You don't want to be armadillo-like. You really want to be upright, but still coming a bit forward. And when you're raking here, always mindful of keeping just this part engaged. So when I'm twisting, I'm putting less strain on my low back. And in that way, you kind of also get a core movement. But not only that, try not to do it only in the same direction. If you can, try rotating yourself. So try giving the other side attention to. Oftentimes, we find that when we're dominant on one side, we favor that dominant side. So try to give attention to your non-dominant side.